You're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spin flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face, cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 37 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
York able to send this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The Falcons are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. These two teams all tied after one. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 8. Here's Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Second and 9 now.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson out to his left. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it in at the 22. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The connection made. It's Graham. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. I'll tell you, he got away with it there, pops up okay, but got to be careful in the running game.
You certainly do, and these young quarterbacks, these rookies, I remember talking to Carson Wentz his rookie year, and he said, yeah, but when I take off and go.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson off play action. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
And here's a rookie whose job isn't done just dropping quarterbacks to the turf. Arnold Ebiketie locks in on the ball from the get-go and does everything possible to strip it away from the quarterback in the pocket.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Already known as one of the best return men of all time, Atlanta was finally the team to unblock everything that Patterson could do for a team. The Falcons used him everywhere: running back, receiver, returner. He even saw a couple of defensive snaps. All told, he was 6th in the league in total yards, set new career highs in both rushing and receiving, and signed a new deal to stay in Atlanta. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurry!
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Although he was picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder was actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws. While
in trouble, and he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
as a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll drop to throw.
Another completion right back to Patterson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more.
Touchdown! Cordell Patterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .35 yards that time on the punt, and it will be Falcon football.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Back to throw here. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll look to throw. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got to...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Crossing route and complete. He's got Pitts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And a good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Stopped in his tracks by Chase Winovich. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Here we go, back.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. As again, it was still 1:20 left to go in the game. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and be out of my D.
On third down, here's Hunt. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. 76 yards. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.